And we are live. Welcome back to the Manor Entropians. Julian McBain here, and today we are doing exploding fireballs in my own face. We are hunting yogs. Gonna do the dailies. Gonna talk about some stuff. It's what I do. But since we're just getting started, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Manor. Make sure you take a moment and subscribe down below. We are on the road to 13 million subscribers, one subscription at a time, so make sure you subscribe. Okay, and I know that's really for the benefit of the people watching the replay, as those who are watching live probably won't roll in until a little bit later, but that's okay. So, it's funny, I actually just finished for recording tomorrow's video, which is going to be part of my personal Finance for Gamers series played here in Entropia universe. And I have to admit, sometimes, and I hate to say this, sometimes I feel like I'm lecturing and I really don't mean to, because it's one of those things where it's hard not to come off as lecturing, and it's not intentional. It's just the way you convey the information really feels like you're lecturing, and I think that for those listening, it can feel like you're lecturing as well. And so I'm hoping that I conveyed the information in a way where it doesn't come off as lecturing. And if it did and you watch the video tomorrow, or if you watch it later on down the road, I hope that you understand that I'm not doing it from a place of someone who didn't. I'm coming from a place of someone who actually experienced all of the difficulties leading through it. And this is my solution to it from someone who did it from experience. That's what I'm trying to get across. So, it's been an interesting week so far, and it's only Tuesday. My God, yesterday was a mess. So, I work in an office, and we got President's Day off, and I'm thinking, this is great, 3-day weekend, right? Oh boy. Had to go up to my uncle's camp. He has 2.5 feet of snow, 2 feet of snow in the yard, 2.5 on his deck, and so we were gonna shovel the deck off. We get the first 1.5 feet of powder off, and then realize the last 12 inches is all ice. I don't know how many of you that watch my channel regularly live in the northern reaches, but I mean, shoveling 2.5 feet of snow is a pain, but it's not really a big deal. You know, you use the scoop. Once you know how to manipulate a snow scoop, it doesn't take a huge amount of time. 2 people. It's a 6 or 8 foot wide by 30 foot long deck. You know, my old man and I went up to shovel it. If it was just snow, we'd have had it done in like an hour and a half. Not a huge deal. You know, not necessarily how you want to spend an extra day off, but, you know, you do the job. Last 12 inches were ice. We're chopping at it with spade shovels. Yeah, no. By the time we were done, we both had roughly 6 foot wide spaces around us. That was it. And then due to another thing that came up, we had to leave. But still, it was just like, we came here to do a quick job, and it didn't end up being a quick job. And then I get called into work. It's a day off, right? So we're closed. My boss calls me into work because we lost all of our computer systems. Building owner had been having some basement work done on it, and they accidentally cut our internet line, and so we had to prove to our IT department it was the internet line by resetting all of the affected routers, in which, since I'm kind of the unofficial IT guy in the office, guess who had to go in to reset all the routers to prove to IT that, you know, it's not the routers, which I got on the phone with them. I'm like, it's not the routers. But they insisted, so I did the job, and I'm just like, okay, can you see us? No? Okay, I told you so. Get a tech in here to rerun those wires. On the bright side, I had Lodge last night. For those of you who don't know, I'm a Freemason. We had a very nice educational segment. I really enjoy going to Lodge. For me, it's kind of it's a break from everything else. You go, you have fellowship, you strengthen relationships, you learn something, and it just, for me, that is something I really look forward to every month. And it's outside the scope of everything else I do. And there's work involved. I mean, we wouldn't be named after one of the old, well, we are one of the oldest institutions in the world, but we wouldn't have been taken on the mantle of the labor that goes into being Masons, because that's how we started. We were operative Masons, you know, back in the Middle Ages, and we eventually turned into what became the Freemason fraternity. And that, I could make like scores of videos on that, but there's plenty of that on YouTube by people who are much better at presenting it than I am. And you can also pick up Freemasons for Dummies and get the information presented very well there and get all the relevant information. But I really look forward to that time. And so that was a nice change after the, you know, kind of screwed up day off. Lost my train of thought. That's okay. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to do the smart thing and share my stream on Twitter. See, that's one of the things I forget. Like, if you're going to do this proper, like really build a channel, you have to jump in and remember to advertise. Because if you don't advertise, no one's going to know you're doing the thing. And I have a hard time with that. It's something I'm still learning. I'm still figuring this stuff out. But it's important. It's how you build the community. And so, if this is something that you're doing, if you're looking to become a content creator, build that content, build out how you do things, it's helpful to know when, how, where to advertise. And so, well, that there you are, and there you have it. I mean, there's not much, a whole lot much else to it. You know, what else is there to be said? There we go. Get all the information out there so people can watch. And there we go. Perfect. Hopefully I haven't lost all y'all. All two of you, one of which is probably me. That's okay. I'm actually really hoping that, you know, I've been grinding out the dailies, and it makes a difference. You know, I'm getting the tokens, which tokens don't seem like a big reward, but they add up. They really do. And especially since the Yogin cultist dailies give 2 tokens apiece. And I know the Shub I think the shub one gives 3, because you can get 8 tokens, and oh no, you know what? They might give 2, and there might be like a mining one. But it makes a difference. And so, I do think it's important. And you get all the skills. And honestly, out of all of it, the skills are what the goal is. That's the best thing you get out of doing dailies, is it gives you a reason to go out there and grind out the skills every single day and get better with your avatar and get better with the game itself, learn to do things more strategically, which I know I'm kind of terrible at. I just kind of stand there and beat on things because, technically speaking, I'm a melee player. What do melee players do? They get stuck in, they tow it with the enemy. They allow themselves to die a little too often. But we go in there, we do the thing, and we take more damage than the average player. We take more damage than the average player in exchange for those higher evade skills, those higher dodge skills, the higher strength points. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of Mind Force lately instead of melee, and that's on purpose. Because I want those Mind Force skills. Oh, you know what I should be doing today? There's a wave event that I really want to actually get all the way through. I think I've got the time. How do our swords look? 561 shots. I got over 1,000 there. What does my information look like on this weapon? Still not perfect, but good enough for government work, especially once you add the amps. Okay. It'll be worth the sacrifice there. Move this down here where it belongs. We're gonna go do a wave event. Why are we going to do a wave event? Because it's a change of pace. Actually, is there I know there's a Yogg wave event around here somewhere. I need to locate it. I do know where the cultist wave event is, and so we are going to actually do that one top to bottom. We've got the time. I've never actually finished it. So, no, I don't want to view the information on that. Just put it away. Thank you. So let's do this. We are going to travel to DSEC military camp. Port over. Pop sleep near. We're gonna head for that big crater. This crater should be the wave event. I don't think it's this one over here. Things are kind of quiet on a Tuesday night. That's okay. And we're up to 4. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the manor. We're going to be doing the wave event in the crater over here. This time I'm actually going to do it like beginning to end. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Before I do that, I should probably grab the cultist daily mission, because that would be the smart thing to do. This is what happens when you rush. I can't wait for the next boxing event. I am really looking forward to actually fighting in the ring. And I know they've got the special Monria boxing gloves. I don't know how to get a pair of those. I don't know if they're given to you for the event. You got to turn them back in. I don't know if you have to go in there and fight with other weapons and then, you know, they're handed out by DME. I don't know. That's something that I'm really anxious to find out. So the next time I think there's an annual boxing event. So when that's announced, you're going to find me in the ring. Why? Because I fight in real life. I love being in the ring. I don't box, I sword fight. And I'm not talking whippy foil swords like they use in Olympic fencing. We're talking the real deal with real steel. Now, I've done that. I've done armored combat with wooden weapons. I've done kendo. I've done... I actually have done, like, armored combat league level fighting with wooden weapons. And the only reason we didn't have the steel weapons at the time is because we didn't have the ability to require I didn't have a $5,000 suit of armor. We're talking throws are illegal, headbutting's legal, shield bashing's legal. I've done all these things. Ah, I lost a viewer for talking about this. That's okay. Whoops. Kind of landed like shit there, didn't I? Whoops. Hey, horse, how's it going? The Gathering. I am immortal. So how do you swunt forum trolls? I'm interested to know. Nine seconds. We should probably That helps. Let's do this thing. Oh, he hits like a brick shit house, doesn't he? Level 23. Forgot how hard these guys hit. Well, this is why we have the bigger, the sword. With all of the amps and the life steal. Now, I'm currently hunting at my highest level. Oh, that's why. We got a second guy on us. Come on. Burn him down. That lifesteal, I'm telling you, spending the money on the lifesteal amps makes all the difference when you're fighting at the edge of your skill. It really does. Not only does it let me fight like a Death Knight, which is the way I fight anyway, where hitting your enemy actually heals you, but it makes a huge difference when you're trying to keep yourself alive and keep going and make yourself sustainable. I will say... Whoa, shit. Damn it. Okay, that was our revive. Heal, 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 please heal. Preferably before he kills me a second time. So that's your entertainment for the evening. I managed to die in the first, 30 seconds of the wave event. Now, the problem here is my dodge skills just aren't high enough, and doing this wave event helps with dodge skills. Because that's what they do. They use a skill that attacks at range, which is what generates dodge skills. I should be downing one of these pills, and I'm going to do that. Now, I know what swunting is. How do you swunt a forum troll? I don't see you pulling out a VSE1 in the forums and then, using auto-use tool until you sweat them dry and then killing them. I understand that forum trolls are a wonderful thing to, cultivate and farm, but they're not exactly something you can use a VSE1 on. May as well be actually tracking the one that I care about right now. See, these are more my level. Well, actually, 23 technically is my level, but it's the upper edge of my level on Monria. here on the moon. Wait a second. There's an actual Rocktropia mob called a Forum Troll? That is awesome. Oh god, never die. Why? Why? Someday I hope to meet Never Die. And when I do, the first question out of my mouth is going to be, why did you name one of the mobs on your planet Forum Troll? And I guarantee his answer is going to be somewhere along the lines of, it was funny. Because he's British, and there is nothing more Monty Python-esque than naming a mob Forum Troll. I wish I had thought of it first. I'm actually kind of irritated that I didn't think of it first. Now I gotta wonder if Never Die is friends with or related to any of the Monty Python gang. I mean, obviously he's too young to be a member of Monty Python. Which is kind of sad. I really wish that Monty Python had managed to stay together. You know, as people retire out, new people roll in. But at the same time, I can see where it wouldn't have happened that way. But we don't have that kind of comedy anymore. Never Die was? Man, I thought he retired from Entropia Universe. I mean, obviously he still owns Rocktropia. But I didn't know he actually still got in on his avatar. That's awesome. Come on. For those of you who are new to Entropia Universe, who don't play Entropia Universe, John Never Die Jacobs, I think is his full name, is a British actor who fell in love with Entropia Universe, bought an asteroid for like $100,000, set a world record, then turned around and flipped it for $226,000. It named the place Club Never Die, which eventually would be, it turned into what is now called FOMA. And I don't know what FOMA stands for. I'll have to look it up someday. I honestly don't care enough to look it up right now. But it's an asteroid, and it's still out there around Calypso. And people still go there. I have heard rumors that the mobs are not respawning at the rate they are supposed to, which means that the current owner may have, not been able to attend to it, or there might be an issue with it, or it might just be that they're testing something. But that being said, it's considered a high stakes area. You hunt high level mobs. Often you would go there with other players because it's a good place to group hunt if you're not at the level and they're high level mobs. Ubers go there to hunt. I'm honestly willing to bet that sometime in the next 5 years it turns out that they syndicate it. So you end up with the shares like they did with Crystal Palace, which I would totally be down for. I bought Crystal Palace shares. I'm very happy with my Crystal Palace shares. I continue to dump more pet into Crystal Palace. It's good stuff. Yeah, I'm glad to hear the next King Kong event is on March 17th, but that's St. Patrick's Day. And I spend St. Patrick's Day on Monria, wearing my kilt, and drinking me whiskey, because I'm of Irish descent, and Monria is run by the Irish, well, with the exception of DME. So, I gotta put Rocktropia on my list of places to visit this year. I am aware of that. It will happen. And I understand that apparently going to jail is important on Rocktropia, which I find very funny. But currently I'm really enjoying my time here on the moon, and I've dedicated myself to staying here through St. Patrick's Day, doing the St. Patty's Day event here, which to me is very important. I came here for St. Patty's Day last year. I love the fact that to them it is the most important event of the year, which makes perfect sense considering 3 out of 4 of the development team are Irish. Like, not just ethnic Irish, we're talking Irish, live in Dublin Irish. But now that I know there's a regular King Kong event, that's something I would be willing to go out and do. It's absolutely something I'd be willing to go out and do. How many more strikes do we have with this weapon? We're done. I've already gone through half the strikes with this weapon. That's not a good sign. Well, I don't like the points of the damage I'm going to lose when I switch to the 35. Because I still haven't maxed it out. But I'd rather sacrifice a little bit of damage for the skills I'm going to gain, and at least my attacks per minute are up there now. And I mean, it's going to be offset by the amp. And I know I'm going to really suffer with the repair bill here. Yeah, I'm already almost 20 ped through that amp. Oh my god. No. I'm only 12 ped through the amp, but still. Sometimes you do it for the art. Did I finish the wave? No, I couldn't have finished the wave already. Where are the mobs? I hope the draw distance isn't what's screwing me. Wait. No. The worst part is I don't even know if there's a timer here. There we go. Pretty sure we are at the end of the wave. That one's down, and now for this one. Whoops. You are not part of the wave event. But you are. Gotta see where this leads us, kids. I want to fight the boss. I think fighting the boss will get me a much higher chance of getting my chapter. You know, it occurs to me, if I go to the cave, there's a wave event for Shoggoth there. That could make a difference. There we go. Wave 1 is completed. We are proceeding to Wave 2. This is your break to kind of heal up, switch weapons. I have 127 strikes left, but you know what? We're going to do the thing. Starts in 9 seconds. Oh, crap. Switch. Move that in. Detach. Attach. Attach. Equip. Switch it out. And we're still live. Good, that means that my hotkey change helped. This is going to move a little bit slower, but the benefit to this is that I'm in that learning period. Like, these two are good, but learning period damage, yes. That's going to help. Because my damage is low here, although... Oh! I'm close to what I could do with the LB30, so I'm not losing too much. I'm losing about 9 points, which is not huge. It's noticeable, but not huge. And I think I'm going to make that up very, very quickly. And that means I'm using a bigger weapon. There's a double entendre there somewhere. Shut up. I know. You know, if I have one complaint about this whole thing, it's that you sometimes have to run a little bit further than I'm really happy with. And I should be using my range skills a little bit more often. How's my gun? Oh, see, that... Okay. Yeah, I need to actually utilize this. And I'm not utilizing... Oh, no, that's the BLP version. Wait, oh, whoa, oh, crap. Putting out a level 1 whip ain't gonna do the job. There we go. That works, though. And yes, these guys can hit me at range, but they are happy to come into close combat, which is very useful when you are trying to draw them in and away from other cultists. Did I get rid of... You know what? I left my... there's an amp I could drop on this with lifesteal, but I left it on Calypso. I don't think I successfully sold it on the auction house. Which... This is a place where it makes sense to have that. So I might have to make a supply run to Calypso anyway. So when I go to replace all my weapons, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Because I don't like paying those conveyance fees, you know, 6 ped, 2 ped even. I mean, yeah, I'm probably spending that much in fuel going back and forth. I don't even think I'm spending that much in fuel going back and forth. I'm just spending time. Which, I could log into game while I'm eating a meal, set myself to travel to the planet, use my laptop to watch a show, you know, avoid the pirates, freaking bastards, and just be there. That's what... Right? Yes, that is what she said. Oh my god, I'm getting swamped. That's not good. This is where lifesteal literally saves your life. Although in this case, it might not be enough. 20. Oh, that's why we got a 23. Come on. Heal thyself. 4. Are you fucking kidding me? I may not be able to save myself from this one. Oh my god, 3 strikes and I'm down. Come on. I don't think I can use my HDNA yet. Come on, get it back up. I will say this, if you want to trade healing, this is the way you fucking do it. Yeah, no, there was no fucking way. There was no way I could save myself from that. It sucks. I hate it. But it is what it is. I screwed up. I got too far in. I wasn't paying good enough attention. That was my bad. But you know what they call that? They call that a learning moment. But I have a sleep near and we're less than a kilometer out. That's where the wave event is for the Yogs. We know now. Gotta get back in before the wave cancels itself. And land. The only thing that sucks about this is I know there's no possible way that I can catch up to those 4 others before they're fully healed. You're down. Now it's your turn. Okay. We'll cut down some of these guys. You know, I can't help but think about the similar cultists from 8-Bit Theater, who are also basically Cthulhu cultists. Right? And I strongly recommend, if you're a Final Fantasy fan especially, you need to watch, you need to go read it. It's hilarious. And there's a whole group of cultists that are all like Cthulhuite, you know, weird, bizarre ritual, blah, blah, blah. Completely incompetent because everyone is in that comic. Like, that's the joke. Everyone and their mother is incompetent. But just go read it. When you reach the cultists, and because I read that so much, like I've read it 100 times. From top to bottom. And now I'm fighting cultists that literally have tentacle faces. I can't help but, like, ascribe the very problems that those cultists had to these guys. And it makes me laugh. It does. It's just like, oh my god. The tea parties. Okay, time to take on this level 23 shithead. I don't even know how many waves are here. And that's bad, because I'm running low on scotch. That's okay. Irony. I mentioned drinking in my video for tomorrow. Make sure you go watch it. Oh, and see, that caused everyone to leave. Go figure. Oh, come on. Gotta do this wave event. I mean, on the plus side, we're going through the daily as well, and that's always good stuff. But... well, the loot's doing pretty well. I mean, maybe it's not top tier. But I can cycle 50 ped there. Yeah. You know, that has some reach. Like, their spells have some reach. I would love to know the type of damage that they do. I really would. Although it appears this has done me some good. Not yet, but it's working on it. I think I've gained like decimal points worth of damage, which doesn't sound like a lot. But long term, it makes a difference. What I really need to do is I need to take the time to harvest tameable mobs to get the benefits of my pets. Which is something I know I need to do. But that's, I mean, the game's grindy to begin with. You want to add that grind up. I mean, it's a thing. Why? Oh, why did I do that? I'm a dope. That's okay. You, on the other hand... that was a good crit. Look at him kind of just like waddling down. Take him. Dark Slate Gray? That's interesting. Oh geez, even this has its own recommended level. That's even more interesting. Now I gotta look to see what orange requires, because you know, you're swimming in fucking orange. What kind of paint are they carrying? Everyone carries orange paint. Why does everyone carry orange paint? Nobody knows. I don't wear orange anything, right? I don't even wear orange when I hunt. I haven't hunted in years, but when I did hunt, I never wore orange. You don't wear orange. Stop wearing orange. So, of course, ironically, what's my son's favorite color? Orange. Oh, that's full TT. That's saleable. Ooh, Proselyte of Shatan. We have a boss. I like fighting bosses. Actually less dangerous than the level 23s, which is highly ironic. Although I've noticed bosses in general tend to mean huge amounts of hit points, but not necessarily large damage output. Which, you know... so of course I got nailed with a flipping critical. Cut this guy down. I don't know how many waves are in this event. Like, I know there's at least 3. And I think this is only wave 2. Yeah, horse, I know it is. I didn't realize that colors had skill levels, which on one side I get it because it's an MMO, but at the same time it's kind of silly. You know, why is it easier to color things using orange paint as opposed to like black paint? And I know that like 1 can of black paint will make you a millionaire in this game, but still. Okay, we're gonna cycle ammo here. Come on. I need to fight you. Let's do the thing. Oh, that's quite a few. I'm gonna move away from center. I'm hoping I can finish this tonight. I wasn't thinking about it when I logged in. Like, I intended to do a whole live stream where it was nothing but this. I might not have the weapon strength to finish. Didn't think about that. But we'll see what we can do. We're going to get as far as we can. We're at least going to finish the daily. And if nothing else, we'll see where this gets us. This might be something I have to do at the beginning of a month where I have, like, unlimited ammo, basically. Come here with, you know, 2, 3 weapons. And there's another higher level boss mob. Which I know he's technically, well, he is, but not a boss. I'd have to pull the database up. This would be a great place to do like a subscriber hunt. Oh, my auto loot pill ran out. No shit. So that was a 3-day auto loot pill, and I think it's lasted like a month. So I'm not going to use my other 3-day one right now, but I will use a 1 hour one. Or 1 hour 15 minutes, because there's another 3-day one. I'm going to say the other 3-day one for when I'm doing like a mayhem. Got your free shot in, dude. Ouch. See, this is another reason I love being a melee player. Higher hit points. Like, okay. I'm not an Uber, but I still have 148 base hit points plus the 12 for my ring. And I do need to look into the next level of ring. That's something I'll admit right off. But it doesn't matter. Fact is that I'm able to sustain 160 HP of damage after only 2 years. And the entire reason I'm able to sustain that much is because of my melee. Now, when they switched to Codex, I was able to really focus on it. because I did a lot of hunting on Calypso, I was able to focus on the things I knew for a fact raised hit points. That's important too. I'm not going to deny that. But the fact of the matter is, when you're a melee player, you're going to earn those skills more quickly because of the way you earn skills. And we're up to 6 now. Welcome to the manor. Thank you so much for joining us. Please say hello in chat. Let's heal that a little bit. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it makes a difference. I kind of want to go around the edge of the crater and then like move in. So I'll be in the center when this is all over. Cat, yes, there's a ranking, but I don't know what it is. Since you asked Horse might actually have a better idea of what it is. Horse, are you someone who is a colorer? Hey, Ronus. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for joining us, freaking Ricken. And that was my daily. That's okay. We're going to keep going. Hey, Stuart. It's only 2200. Let's keep this going. We'll go either until the wave event stops or until 2230. 2230 Eastern, so it's 2200 now. We got about half an hour. Okay. I'm going to prioritize enemies around the edge of the crater. Because if they're in the center of the crater, they're really easy to hunt down. Edge of the crater, not so much. What's this? Oh, that's my waypoint to go turn this in. We got a little time yet. So, I gotta ask for all 7 of you to please consider sharing this live stream. A share is worth 100 likes because it gives me better exposure. Which the irony about, you know, paying artists versus, you know, paying them with exposure, but seriously, I'm trying to grow the channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you are subscribed, please share this video. It really makes a huge difference, and I really appreciate all the support. Share the video. Share the live stream. Which, admittedly, a lot of my views come from replay, which is fine. But if you share it, it lets people know that I'm here. It lets people know that I'm out there. Okay, it would be really nice to actually be able to do something rather than just stare at you while I get hit. And now I'm just staring at him again. There we go. Slice through his tentacled skull. Yes, I know. He's not a person. I'm not trying to make him a disciple. What the frick? Are you kidding me? Like, that actually pisses me off. Yeah, no shit, I've left the wave event area. Come on. I don't want him healing too much. Because that's just a waste of pet. I am running low on the sword, though. I may not be able to finish. That would actually really suck. I've gone through 50 pet almost of this, no. 30 pet of this particular amp. Okay, we're back in the zone. Where is that mob? Come on. There he is. No, I don't want to get back in the ship. Pick the ship up. Kill this bastard. And drop a robot while we're at it. Thanks, Stuart. That's actually really good information to have. Coloring isn't something that I've gotten into, but eventually it's probably a skill I'm going to want to learn. So that's really good information to have. It's also good for all of our newer players. On the bright side, the loot's good. Kind of. Oh yeah, there is definitely a skill related to color and painting, but the paint can be used as a dye as well. It's not a straight paint because they don't have. They could have come up with a separate dye system, but it didn't make sense for the game. So yes. So like if I wanted to color my coat orange, or black, or slate gray, or whatever, I would use paint to create that colorant, because it also works as a dye. But yes, there is a skill that goes with that. Well, it's only some vehicles as well there, Stuart. Unfortunately, I can't color my quad wing, which is the one that I would want to paint. I can paint my Sleipnir. So if you look at them, if there's a C, you can color it. You can see that my quad wing is not paintable. If I go into clothing, my coat is paintable, but my pants are not. They're just not legendary enough. They're not space pants. Oh, that wasn't a bad return, 276. Please note, I'm linking that particular link for after you're done. Whoa, shit, I'm almost dead. I was too busy looking up space pants. Go watch the video after my live stream, but still. Hey, it's your fault. You introduced them to me, Cat. It's your fault. For those of you who don't know, I know Cat IRL. And yes, she is responsible for introducing me to space pants. Bullshit. Oh, we got another proselyte. Speaking of which, how are we coming with this weapon? We're up to 92.1. Sniper! Shoot him in the head! Boot to the head. Nya, nya. That's one I haven't heard in a while. Boot to the head. Or Taekwon Leap. For those of you who are too young to remember, that's a Dr. Dre skit. Holy buckets. I need to move to a restorative chip 6. I think I'm ready for a restorative 6. The 5 just isn't cutting it for the higher level stuff. Another one. This was a 2-boss wave. Which I think we're on wave 3 at this point. I don't know how many waves are here. I mean, I'll keep fighting until this sword runs out, but I only have 970... Well, actually... I might have 500 strikes left, even with the amp. Well, we're introducing to wave 4. Let's cycle the ammo. Oh, we're down to 100 ped. Ooh. That's rough. For this weapon, that's rough. Holy buckets. Okay. Oh, wow. If I can't defeat this guy, that's the end. Katam Partatus, Arc Follower of Cthulhu. This could be bad, folks. This is like boss man. Hey, Cloak and Daggerish, how's it going? Yes, from pursuit of the legendary space pants. Okay, I think we're back. Sorry about that. Like, everything lost connection all at once all of a sudden. Down we go. Into the crater. No, stop. Do what you're supposed to, not what you're trying to do. This is how we go. Drop a strange robot. Pick up a sword. Okay. How many mobs are left in this one? I'm gonna be really irritated if the wave event ended because we weren't... Okay, no, we're good. I think we're good. Nope, mob's gone. I DC'd and now the wave event is over. Okay, gotta say, that's really frustrating. Well, we had the boss too. Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna have to call it there. So what happened was that I ended up DCing randomly. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. And that time, the wave event reset itself. And of course, there's a time gap between when the wave event ends and when you can re-begin again. So I'm gonna have to try this again at another time. I'm probably gonna have to get all new weapons to do it because I'm pretty much cleaned out. So, I mean, look at this. I got 127 strikes here, 905 here. I went through more than half of what I had left here. I went through a good chunk of the amp too. This is gonna chew through a lot of my ped. So, this is just something we're gonna have to revisit. I thought we were gonna get through the whole thing, and unfortunately, fate has just decided that's not what's gonna happen. Doesn't make it less frustrating, though. We'll head over to the terminals over here. We got good skills, though. We did. Pull up my spreadsheet here. Okay, how much of this did we get? Oh my god, 5643. That's a good amount of damage. Okay, what did we end up gathering? Which I suspect is pretty good. But 8334. Yeah. That wave event cost me. So yesterday my profit was 37.22. Today is 26.91. I hunted for a much longer time. So that tells you it was not nearly as efficient. Which sometimes is necessary. It is, and I'm not going to deny that. Because that's what gets you the experience and the skills to do what you really want to do. But that doesn't make it less of a pain in the ass or less of a drain on your ped card. Is what it is. That one appears to be new. I'm like, there it is. Which I've got a lot of good loot on this planet. Or moon. It's a moon. As I have been told several times, it is a moon. Okay. We are done. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe down below. We are on the road to 13 million subscribers. One subscription at a time. So make sure you subscribe. As always, thank you so much for all of your support. You will have a wonderful, wonderful day.